Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for room, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Direct snap. It's Welsh. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Welch. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Try to get it to the edge. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it up for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. It's a draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense might bring the house here. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Allen. Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Unleashes one. Intercept! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. With the catch, it's Jacobs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Welch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
To the air, it's Allen. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. The screen, he can go. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gives it to the back on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. different look. On the direct snap, it's Welch. Grab near the marker is Allen. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give it to Johnson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Pulls it in, it's White. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
Army toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. pull even in what's turning out to be a really good... Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Takes the easy completion. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Now they'll run the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Jukes his way for more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. The tag. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Here's a heat. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's White. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
21.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to get the corner. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Allen. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. This time on target. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. That's caught. It's White. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wide open downfield. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Sets up the screen. Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Rushes on him, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Complete on the comeback. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking for his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked.